Welcome to this edition of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Today we are going to do a follow-up tasting, and we have some friends of the show and Patreon supporters who are joining us. I'll introduce them to you. I have Thad King to my left, Rob Bauer to my immediate right, and then Mike Gollinger, otherwise referred to as Mo, all the way over on the far right. So before we get started, for those viewers who haven't seen this before, fill us in on what kind of proofs that you normally, and what kind of whiskey you're normally drinking, because you guys are all kind of casual whiskey drinkers, correct?
Correct.
So Thad, let's start with you.
Typically, I'm Irish and Canadian, lower proof as far as 80 to about 110.
Okay. Rob?
I do not really subscribe to a certain proof, but you'll find Cedar Ridge at my house. You'll find Jameson. You will find other varieties.
Okay. Mo?
I'm all over the board, but I really like to be 80 to 100.
Okay.
Nice and smooth, low, fruity.
All right, so what we're trying here is 45th Parallel Distillery. This is out of New Richmond, Wisconsin. This is not sold in the state of Iowa. They purposely don't sell in the state of Iowa. Matter of fact, they've got kind of a really small distribution. So this comes in at, I want to say 92 proof, 94 proof?
Mm-hmm. 92.
92 proof is where this is coming in at. Mm-hmm. So sample on the nose, see what you're picking up.
I got the vanilla, I got the caramel, I got a little smoke flavor going.
Okay.
Yeah, smoke. Right away, the smoke hit me.
The smoke's coming off for you, Mo?
Smoke, hokey.
I didn't know what I was smelling until you said smoke, but yes, I agree. There's some smoke there. Definitely some caramel as well, I think.
Yeah, the caramel's deep. It's like a dark caramel.
Yeah, it is like a dark caramel.
Searching for it.
Yeah, it's kind of hiding there.
Yeah.
Let's try it on the palate. Let's see what we think. So we were at 45th Parallel some weeks ago. That's been, like I said, 3, 4, 5 weeks since we were there. And you guys weren't there. So there's no tie-in at all. This is the first time you've had this, right? Yep. What are you picking up? What are you getting?
I'm very surprised. There's a little front bite to it, and it goes away, and it just kind of, it smooths out. It just kind of sits on smiles. That's surprising with the dark caramel. I would expect something to just be a little more bitey or bitter. Not at all.
Not at all?
No, just flattens right out.
So that bite that you're talking about right up front, what is that like for you?
For me, that tastes like a higher proof, than what I would expect this to be. Yet at the same time, it goes away right away.
Yeah.
It's unique. Like, I've not had something like that. That's good.
Yeah, I like that. I definitely like it as well.
Yeah?
It is how it comes in and just gives you that quick bite, and then it dissipates really quickly, and you're left with a lot of good flavors going on. As far as that floral, you get that little bit of that smoke on it. You get the vanilla coming through.
It's staying right
and it just stays there. I definitely like that. That's a good. Now I got to go to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's about the only place you can get this, I think.
I would agree. It definitely sits on like the middle of the tongue. You don't really feel any activity going on further back. I actually think
sitting on your back palate.
Yeah,
it's not a long finish for you.
But like, given my first sip of this, it felt a little sharper, right? And then I went for my second one, and that's where I noticed the smoothness. So like, it does not repeat the bite the second time. For me, at least.
So it could just be the alcohol hitting your tongue,
right?
Because it's a higher proof,
right?
And your mouth getting used to that higher proof, that 92 proof that's coming through on it. I do get the caramel, I get the vanilla, and I get, sitting on the very back part of that, I get some oak coming through, just a touch of dark chocolate coming through on for me, which is really kind of cool.
On the nose.
Yeah.
I definitely, the dark chocolate I'm smelling now.
Yeah, which is a super neat flavor for me. And it's got kind of a medium finish for me. It makes me want to come back to it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's got an undertone of almost like cocoa.
Yeah. There you go.
The part of the chocolate I can almost kind of feel.
That's where
But it's funny because it doesn't fade into the back, into the middle. It's not that wide middle. It's right up the center of the
right
tongue.
at the gullet.
And it just stays there.
That's a good thing.
In a happy way. It's
like Cocoa Puffs.
I'll go for Cocoa Puffs.
It's right there.
I know.
And it just, like you're saying, it's lingering right there, and it's not going away.
It's that old thing.
Yeah.
So that's one of the cool things about craft whiskey, right? I mean, everybody wants to hunt and chase the ultra rare whiskeys. Well, this has got a very limited distribution. You can't get it here in Iowa, which is where we're at.
That's a shame.
So you've got to go to Wisconsin to go get this, right? And they not only have this is their flagship bourbon. It's called Bourbon. They sit right on the border, right next to the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota. They actually have a tasting room in Minnesota and a tasting room in New Richmond, Wisconsin. Cool-ass bar, big doors that open up. Their chef makes Italian pizzas like none other. They're phenomenal.
Wow.
So you should check them out. But they also have finished whiskeys. They've got wheat whiskey, which is really good. They've got rye whiskeys. So if you like this and you're interested in it, when you're in Wisconsin, you should try to pick something like this up because they're doing a lot of these. And they also are making whiskey for a lot of other distillers, a lot of other non-distiller producers is what I should say.
You'd expect that to have a cheese flavor. Right? Like a cheese puff thing, but no, seriously, that is some amazing stuff.
So
Top notch.
So the last question, right? Would you keep it on your bar? Mo?
Today, absolutely.
Well, you're not taking this bottle because this is the only bottle.
I was promised that in the contract.
I'll hold and you run. We'll split it.
Oh, crap. Well, good thing I bought like 4 or 5 bottles of all the other stuff.
Right.
So. Rob?
I think I would. I think having this have that dark chocolate flavor profile on it, that's different from like anything I have currently. So like, you know, in terms of adding variety to your bar, I think that, you know, this is an interesting pick for that.
Okay.
Good call.
I would agree. That is definitely one of those that you want to pull it out for that special occasion when you got somebody that just is looking for something a little different, and it's right there. That you want to basically impress them with, okay, you've had everything else. Let's go with something a little different, something that's a little bit unique, and there it is.
Tell me that doesn't just reek of sitting in a lawn chair in the fall with the leaves falling.
Yeah.
That's the term.
Or even by the fire.
Well,
Yeah.
knowing that, I should bring out the cognac finished one of the Red Fife wheat whiskey. You guys would just be absolutely blown away from those. I can get them.
Well, you better go get it.
Yeah.
You hit me, you out of
That's going to do it for us at the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Obviously, I'm going back in to get a couple other bottles for these guys to try. You can check us out on Patreon. Please subscribe, like our social channels, share our videos. We'd love for you to come out here and sample some whiskeys with us. Until next time, if you can't be good at it. These guys have already finished their stuff. I'm kind of way behind. We'll see you later.
I can't tell you how good it was.
Yeah, this is good.